Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're starting a brand new playthrough of Tales from the Age of Men. This time around we will be playing as the Dwarves. I've been talking a bit about this playthrough as I've been wanting to do a smithing playthrough for a while. And I think the Dwarves sound like the best way of doing this. So let's just find the Dwarven faction here that we think is best suited for the job. And I think that... Oh, I actually thought that was more. So let's take the Dwarves of Erebor here. And of course you can start over here as a dwarf. And let's just make him as small as possible. Like that. And we should find someone who can do some smithing here. So that might be Master Smith, of course. And let's see here. Look at that. Alright, there is something a bit weird here going on with his situation. I guess that will change while we get into it. And I think we will of course go for the two-handed. No way he is riding a horse, so a two-handed here. Is there anything here working in the workshops? And let's just see here. We could take this, but that's just one-handed. Guess we will take this one, although this gives us a spear. I would of course like to have a two-handed axe. This gives us a two-handed axe. I guess we can take this one then. And let's see here. We can get some more smithing and trading here, so we'll take that one. We'll start off as a 20-year-old dwarf here, and let's just find a smithing sigil. Question is, what colors are the dwarves? Could take this Viking-like one. Is there anything else that makes sense? Yes, there should be like an anvil, I would imagine, somewhere. Just don't quite see it here. Oh, this one could be like the dwarven door to the Mines of Moria. I guess this could be alright. Let's do it like that. It's a bit Viking-like, but that's alright. So we will of course be from the family Baggins, and we will be called Scrimly. And we are playing at the Bannerlord difficulty. As always, I don't want to die. This time around we will allocate clan member perks automatically. That's alright with me. Alright, so we're starting here with a 6,000. That's a bit more than we are used to. But in order to start smithing, we are going to need a couple of recruits here, so that we can get some loot in order to smelt it down and make our own what am I trying to say, our own weapons, of course, that we can sell. All right, but I guess in this playthrough I will be taking some breaks in the recording. I'll just do that instead of cutting out the some of the kind of boring parts where I'm just smelting everything down. So that is how it's going to be. That way you don't need to see me smelting and smithing and just grinding, and you can just be a part of the fun part. Of course, I would like to hear from you guys. What do you think about that? I guess these fish are kind of cheap, so we will take them over here to Erebor. And this could be a perfect place to try it out and just post this recording here and start it up when we are at Erebor. Alright, so we just skipped right away to Erebor here so that we can trade off some fish and make some money here. And that was just 15 skill points to trading. The question is, what do we want to take? Right now it could be good selling goods, but we are going to sell equipment later on. Might as well take this one. That is by far the best one to get better at making charcoal. Alright, let's just boot these up so we max out, and we might take one in social as well. So Scrimly on the way out here. Yeah, so please tell me how you like the poses in the episode making here, and we'll take it on the way if that's how it should be, or if you would like to be a part of all of the journey. But right now I am going back here. I think we're going to Dale and trade a bit here. Alright, back here in Dale. Let's just see what we get for fish. That was not a lot, but it is over double. But let's just go to Erebor and see if we can't get some more dinars for our fish here. Don't know why it is lagging a bit here. It's a bit annoying, but let's see if that doesn't go away. At least we get a lot of money here for our fish, and we are moving up in the world. Soon level 50 to trading, so that is going quite well. I guess we can do this one more time, so I will just go back here to this fishing village and we will be getting some fish. Oh, they don't actually have more fish now. Let's go back to Erebor. Alright, so let's just trade, and we're still getting a lot of money here for our fish. And now level 50. Let's just go to Thranduil's holes and see if we get any more. And in the meantime, we can just get a Caravan master perk here. Now we don't have that many expenses for our troops, so that's great. I am pressing the wrong buttons here. Get an alright price here for our fish. There is a fishing village over here as well, but this has stopped working, I guess. We can go over here. And we do know that the villages of Gundabad is needing a lot of food, so we could go up there. There is just a long way if we are only moving at 1 speed. So, alright, they are actually quite expensive here, the fish. Let's just take a look here at the hogs, and hopefully we will run into a looting party at some point. Let's see. Hogs. Yeah, we're not going to get any trading skill if we butcher them, but it could of course give us some dinars that we could use to make a caravan. Can we make a caravan already? I'm not quite sure actually, but let's try it out just to see if we can do it. Then we can butcher all these, and we can go down here to Leogland and sell all of the meat and hides here. We are getting a good price here, so we did make some money and a little bit in trading. See here, fish is still quite expensive over here, so might as well go down here. We can get some grain as well. So I'm just trying to look at the stuttering going on here. I'm not quite sure why it stutters so much. It also stutters in my screen, but I believe it did so in the last playthrough as well, but it kind of went away pretty fast. So yeah, I'm not quite sure why it does that. Alright, a lot of grain here. We're just gonna buy everything, and I guess we will go to the lake town here and try and get it sold. When we build up a lot of bank, we could of course also just trade for the materials we need. Alright, the grain down here is not. We're not getting a good price for that. But let's go over here, and we are way too slow, so I will just take the break. On the way to the fishing village, I just ran into Bannerlord here, where there is a tournament, so might as well join. Let's see what we can get out of this. We can get a horse that can carry a bit of loot, but we have been handed a bow here. That's not our preferred weapon at all. Looks like it's some sturgeons here. I was hoping for a headshot there. I am going down here in a moment. Yeah. Alright, we are out of the tournament. That was not our kind of tournament. So let's move on here. does seem like we're a bit faster. I bought a couple of horses before taking off, so that helped us a bit. So now you can be a part of this journey. A lot of fish at a good price here. So let's go to Erebor, and now we are slow, so we will see each other in Erebor. Good, so now we are in Erebor here. And we can start trading. So we're getting a good price for the grain, and the fish could be better. Let's just try and sell a couple of them. Then we can move down here to Dale. And see if we don't get a better price here. The fish are good. Let's see here. Cheese and butter is actually pretty cheap here, so we will go for that. And I was just looking to see if there was any wood. Meat is actually also quite cheap, so we can take that back to Erebor. And get a good price here. Yeah, so cheese is very expensive and meat is a decent price also. Let's just see here. I don't have any wood. The question is, I believe wood is usually cheap here at Thranduil's Hold, so let's try and go for that. We are getting a couple of levels here, so that is great. Let's just keep it up here and get a bit in charm here, and might get one in athletics as well. One to social, and we have one in stewardship already. Good. So let's see here. We can trade off some grain, and they do have some hardwood. It's not that cheap as I would like, so there was this village down here. Let's try and move for that in order to see if the wood down there is more cheap. Looks like it's stuttering a bit less here. That's great. Don't know if it was just rendering at the beginning or what was going on. It was a bit annoying for the eyes, to say the least. Alright, no cheap wood here. We'll just wait a bit and go for our route here and get some more fish. I will be right back when we are at Erebor. Alright, we are back here in Erebor, and we can get rid of some of the fishes. Also a bit of butter here and a couple of grain. Alright, let's just see here. We have the same X. Not exactly. Why doesn't it compare? This is a one-handed. Makes sense. Here is also a two-handed. That's kind of the same. Alright. We could of course buy these two-handed spears and just melt them down. I think we'll wait a bit on that. Ours clay could be sold for more, but not that great. I see that there is a tournament in here, so let's just get that going. And we can get a one-handed sword here. Not that it suits us a lot, but here we are more on our own turf against dwarves with a one-handed axe. Let's see if we can't do some damage to this guy. Wow, we just got smacked in the head. That was Scrimly? Well. Let's get out of here then. Alright. Yeah, question is, where do we find someone to start fighting here? I will go over here and look for the fishes again and see how the stock is going up, and maybe we'll take a trip to Gundabad and sell some food supplies. Maybe they can sell us some wood up there, who knows? Or maybe some maybe they have some iron. Okay, fish is all right here. Let's go down here to Legoland. So yeah, here is Legolas. I will just save here and see if we can get Legolas. See if we can't talk to him. Hello, my best friend. But he is expensive. How did he look? He was alright at scouting. Guess we can get it cheaper. Alright. Let's see, fish are not that cheap here, or expensive, but they are somewhat cheap, so let's buy all of those. We can get some iron ore. It's not that great. No wood though. Alright, we are very slow now, so I guess we will go see if we can't get a couple of horses. We can get one mule though, not a lot. Alright, I will see you guys when we get to Gundabad, Mount Gundabad. Alright, we are now approaching Mount Gundabad, and LOTR has already been vanquished here. There was one who said that I should try playing as LOTR. I guess that will be the hardest playthrough ever. They have been vanquished in the last 3 playthroughs I've made in like the first 10 minutes, so that's going to be insanely hard. Alright, let's get rid of some of the fishes here, and let's see if we can't get some hardwood. Alright, here we can go for our for the beginning of our smithing adventure and look at all of the iron ore as well here. So we can just buy all the resources in the world that we need. Let's go to the smithing tab here, and the first thing I am going to do is just refine a lot of charcoal here, so I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so now I have smelted all of my hardwood into charcoal and got myself a level and a lot of smithing levels, and now I will go to Curious Smelter to get a lot of designs here, so we can get new weapons that we can smith. Let's just move up here in two-handed. And if you are wondering, I'm not using any smithing mods. However, I am considering to take the unlimited smithing mod and apply it to this playthrough, as I don't really want to sit and wait in the town every time I should start smithing. I don't see how that really makes any sense. Alright, but we have a lot of charcoal. It doesn't make any sense for us to just carry it around, so we might as well just sell it all and buy a lot of hardwood again. So we will just do that, and this way we will get all of the resources that we need. We might as well buy some iron ore and we will still make money. So I will just be smithing here again, and I will see you on the other side. Alright, we have now come to a point where I think we should start making some orders here, but I need some steel in order to make this axe. Can we make this? Might as well try. We're not getting a lot from that when we don't make the good order here. Alright, Let's try and make this. I usually just go for the biggest part to make it the best, give the most damage. And here he is satisfied, so we get some smithing skill. That's great, and we can also get a lot of money. We don't have the needed here, but why do we have this good throwing axe head? Well, I don't know, but good enough for me. Alright, I think it is time to move a bit about here, so I will join the tournament. And I've definitely come to the conclusion that we will apply the unlimited smithing mod. There's just a lot of game time, in-game time going. We are losing from waiting. Do you mind hitting that guy, dude? Alright. Seems like we might move up in the world here. Or no. I just got hit right in the face with the throwing axe. We can do the favor back here. That is a good hit right there. Alright, a spear here. Not what we are best at. Can we hit his legs here? Don't have any weapons. We can just do this all day, bro. Or at least until you finish me off. Let's see, here comes a red dude. Red dude, do you mind going for the other guy? He didn't want to do that. Alright. I guess we will move on here and go back to Gundelok and sell some of our fishes. Yeah, alright. There is of course iron here we can buy and melt it. So just so you know, see the tree here, I think the best way you can go is almost just get on the top here, at least until you get on a high enough level and get a lot of designs. And then when you have enough designs, you can go down here and get more profitable in when you're smelting, so you get more resources. That's usually how I play smithing. Alright, but we are very slow here, so I will see you guys in Gundelok in a moment. Alright, back here at Gundelok. Let's trade a bit. Do get something, do get a lot of money for our hardwood, so we might as well trade that a bit. We do have a lot of iron ore. That is taking a lot of space here. Did get a perk point here to trading. Let's see here. Quartermaster buying from villages. Penalty from selling animals. We're not going to sell animals. Might buy from villages. Let's do that. And while we were waiting, I just got myself a little companion. I did pay 18,000 gold for him, but he just does have some trading. I could of course use his smithing skill to get myself a lot of gold. That could of course be one way of doing it here. We can just change it to that guy and start doing some of this. Let's see if we don't get a decent amount of money here from some of these. We do need some more wrought iron here. Let's try this one. 15,000. Alright. I'm actually just going to use him just to make him into a caravan. That way we can get Scrimly going again. Do we have enough for a caravan? We do, so let's just use the ironmonger here and form a caravan, and this guy can go and become a caravaneer and make us some gold. Alright, so we can go over here to Litesh and sell a bit. There's not a long journey over there, so you can just join me here while we go. I do find it a bit more relaxing to post the recording between these long runs, as I do get to rest my voice a bit and not have to talk all the time. So yeah, that could be a good way for me to do this. But I am of course looking very much forward to how you guys like it. Let's just go in here. Do need some more wrought iron in order to make some of these. Let's see here. We just need some stamina, it will look like. So let's enter the smithy again and go to orders. That way we can get this one. He was satisfied, but we didn't get a lot of experience. But we are getting some... Are we getting some... what are they called? Smithing patterns here. Alright, we did trade a bit. There's not a lot of horses in here. I think it is time for us to move on, although we don't have a lot of food. Let's see if we can't make it all the way over here so we can buy some hogs. I will see you guys in a moment. Alright, no problem making it all the way, and the hogs are quite cheap. Butter also, so let's buy that. And we might as well just slaughter all the hogs, then go to Bagendgaming and sell our newly bought hides here. They're actually not that expensive here. That is problematic for our income, but here we can get a lot of food that is very cheap. I think we'll go towards Erebor then and sell all of this food. Do we want to take some iron ore with us? No, we do have plenty. I'll just make a quick stop here in this village to get some wood, and then we can go down to Erebor and start selling. Wood is quite cheap, and I don't think I'll be going for the food here, but I will see you guys when we get to Erebor. Alright, we just were on our way to Erebor and got to this orc raiding camp. I think we will try and make a go for it here. I did realize that I lost all my money because the party expense has gone up a bit here, but yeah, let's just see if we can't take care of these guys and get ourselves some money here. This is also the first time we're going to use our two-handed axe here. That is some good levels here we are getting. Let's see if we can't get a swing here. Oh, what a hit. But we are a bit slow with this one. Would want a faster axe, wouldn't we? I'm just staying here a bit in the background so we don't go down. But that is looking good. Oh. Is there anybody up here? Looks like there is. Alright, a drop shot there. Where are we going? Alright. There is an archer up there. Down with that guy. Alright. I'm not going for the duel here. I don't fight duels, at least not right now. Let's go behind these guys. They have some two-handed axes as well. These guys are carrying swords. Looks like we are winning though. I'm not doing a lot of damage on these guys, but they are just hacking away on these dwarves. Finally that guy went down. I'm not even sure we are going to win this. Yeah. Okay, 1-on-1 here. Okay, he didn't get staggered from my hit. I'm a bit afraid we're going to lose the sword or the shield. He just went right through my shield. That was quite annoying, wasn't it? Alright, looks like I was doing the most damage there with my big ass axe. Let's just try it one more time. Oh, I don't have enough health here, so we are doing this one more time. We do lose a lot of morale here from unpaid wages, but alright, and we might just lose all our troops to that, but we are getting some good experience here. Alright, more experience. Alright, these two-handed axe wolves, they are just ripping my wolves apart here. Let's see if we... He was not aiming at me whatsoever. Alright, I am getting tired of this. We will come back in a moment. Alright, finally here at Erebor. And it's time to sell. And see if we can't do some smithing here. We can definitely sell some hardwood. And I think we'll get rid of some of the iron ore as well, given the price. And butter is very expensive, just for the first couple of units at least. Let's see, we can't get one mule, that was not a lot. Let's see, 5 skills to trading here. Let's see if we can't do a bit of smithing. And see if there's any orders we can do. We got that one and got some smithing, that was great. Let's see, that was not so expensive, so we're not getting a lot of experience, but we did get a lot of new smithing parts here. That is definitely great. Yeah, so we are making some money also from the caravan right now, so that was great. Usually the hammer is the best to smelt in when talking about weapons here. Don't see any hammers. And there is a dagger that gives a lot of resources. We'll wait for that. Don't quite see something good to smelt down right now. But let's go on a small trip here to Dale and see what's going on. Alright, so yeah, it saves you a lot of time not seeing me walking, and I hope that it's satisfying for you. It's working alright for me here in the first episode, so I guess that I will be keeping it on until someone says otherwise. And as said, in the next episode I will definitely be going with unlimited smithing here, so I don't have to go out and wait in the meantime. That's just waste of time. We can make this one as well. I'm just not getting a lot of experience from it. Let's see if we can't trade a bit here. We do get some money for iron ore and hardwood. Do they have some horses? They do have horses here for us. Let's take those. And what about weapons? Blacksmith hammer. I believe that should be quite good for smelting, so we will just be trying that out here. So it does give us some wrought iron. Not sure that it's that good, but alright. It also gives us wood, so it's definitely decent. Alright, and we can get some actual iron here. Let's just move on. There is still a tournament here in Dale, so we can go for that. And here is a helmet. We are on a horse this time. I'm just going for these guys. Alright. Getting some one-handed here. See if we can't get this guy. Did get a hit in here, but we don't have that much prosperity with one-handed. That was a good hit. Let's go for the next. Face here. See if we can't hit him right in the face. That guy looks tough. See if we can't get a couple of free hits in here on him. Yeah. That was great. Svana 20. Let's see if we can't get our guy here hitting her from behind. We could. Who's that? That's Eowyn. Alright, a one-on-one here. With one-handed and throwing axes. I was hoping for a face hit there. Alright. Ah, I thought I had her. Alright, the viewer who has been here for a long time would definitely see that my blocking is getting better, so that is definitely something to make a little hooray for. Alright, we can get some grain down here that we can sell along, and might go for some axe infantry here. They can actually get to tier 8. Look at these guys, they have insane skills. They look absolutely amazing. And then there are these legionnaires. Are they spear? They might be here. Alright, there are some good troops here. Alright, let's just get all of the grain here and go to Lake Town. Maybe they have some horses. And we can start moving some grain around. We can definitely sell some cheese and some butter and some hardwood. And let's see, they have some summoner horses and I will not take those, will we? Yeah, we can take a couple of these. Alright, now we do have some speed. Now let's just see if we can't get some more horses in here. While we are at it, grain is quite cheap in here. And we can move along. So we are now hurting because we don't have that many troops. So we might just get some Erobor recruits here in order to bring down the amount of herding we are doing. How are we doing at grain? That's quite expensive. We paid about 8 for it. So we do get some trading in here. And we should get some trading from him as well. Just a question of time before we get more money, and we will get more caravans to make us more money. And at some point we do get, where's that? This one that will get us a lot of renown, so we can move up in the clan tier levels. Alright, let's just take wages here. And we will move up here and let's just take athletics. And we can get one more here to vigor. Do mind that this, both athletics and smithing will give us some attribute points here. Alright, let's see here. We can get some good money for hardwood, and grain is decent. Yeah, alright, almost level 100 here. And let's go to the smithy. Why can't we do that? We need some more energy here. Alright, we're not getting a lot of gold for this, but we did get a smithing level. Maybe we should go to the elves and see how they are doing. We could of course also go for one last battle here as the last thing in this episode and raid the raiding camps. I think we'll do that. That will be a proper ending to a first episode, I guess. And it is getting dark here, so okay, orc raiders are fleeing from our party here. I'm actually a bit afraid of what is going to happen afterwards, as they might come after us. But here we are getting some skill points here, so we will definitely become better with the two-handed axe. There are a couple of orcs over here. Alright. But these recruits, they don't do that much damage to these hardcore orcs. There's not one up here. Let's just toggle fast forward again. At least we are outnumbering the enemy enough so they can't just wreck us completely. Can't even see that guy. Alright, he is down. I don't think we are good enough to kill a guy with a shield, but we definitely have enough guys, dwarves here, to kill this band of enemy. I will try and not go down, as it seems like I am doing a lot of damage. And these small swords are definitely not doing a lot of damage. Let's take some prisoners here, and we can take this. Look at that. It has more swing speed. Does more damage. It's just minor. Let's just do that. Gain some charm also. And alright. That was what I was afraid of. Let's see what we can do here. I did not get to upgrade our units here. Let's see what we can do. I will try and take these orcs in the back while my guys are defending. So that's the good thing about two-handed axes. We can actually hit more than one of these guys at the time. So I am getting some good swings in here, while my guys here are just defending themselves. Alright. So let's go for these orcish archers. I will just try and blend in here. Good. Bam! Right in the face. Alright, what a good win here. And I got a lot of skill points as well. We can take those as prisoners, and we can upgrade our units right away here. And we are just going for the warriors. Let's see if there are other of these orc parties that wants to fight us. What are we going for here? Movement speed or armor weight? Handling, I guess. With two-handed axes and maces. What is that? Swing speed with two-handed weapons. 10% damage. 10% damage. Or 2% damage. Swing speed could be good. 10% damage is a lot. I do like the swing speed though. We'll see about that. Alright, so guys, that will be it for this episode. I hope you like this new format. I definitely enjoyed doing this one. So thank you guys for watching. If you would like to support the channel by either comment, like, or subscribe to the channel, I will be very happy. Liking and commenting helps this channel a lot. I know I'm very bad at asking you guys for it, but when you do it, it just means a lot to me. So once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys the next time.